Hi, I'm Marina and it's great to see you. Today we'll be doing this fun, glittery, absolutely dramatic look which is perfect for carnival, perfect for fetes. So if you'd like to see, keep on watching. But before you do that, remember to subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram on @MarinaMermaidPrincess, on Twitter at @MarinaLouis2, and don't forget to click that bell notification so that you know when I upload a new video. Keep on watching. For Valentine's Day, my cousin gave me this really cute little beadie necklace, and when I saw it, I got really inspired to do a purple carnival look. So here we go. Today we'll be using the Norvina palette from ABH. As we all know, this is a very, very purple intense palette. I'll also be using the Galaxy palette from Fenty and the Jaclyn Hill X Morphe palette. I'm keeping it on as my motivation throughout my process today. I'll be going in with my usual Louise eye base, applying with my Cara 408 concealer brush. So packing it on with my concealer brush and just fully blending it in with my JH Anything Creamy brush. And then the same thing on the other side. Going first into my Jaclyn Hill X Morphe OG palette, coming into the color Silk Cream, I'll be tapping in with my JH35 brush and taking this high into the crease with circular motion, so going up into the front of the brow and bringing it down towards the crease. And starting that as our first transition color. Now taking my JH34 brush and going into the Norvina palette and going into the color Soul. Just a side note, this is a very heavily Anastasia tutorial. Lots of ABH products today. And going in with Soul and taking it into the inner corner in the crease. And of course tilted my head back to get into that corner. So going from the inner corner and just bringing it more towards the middle. Dipping back into Soul and going into the opposite eye. I'm just using very light pressure. This is a very, very pigmented palette. Going into my Urban Studio brush cleaning palette and just cleaning off my JH34 brush and dipping into the color Love in the ABH Norvina palette and going right next to Soul, taking it into the outer portion of the crease. And dipping back into Love, tapping off once, and blending it smoothly, transitioning from Soul into Love. Clearly, Love is my favorite color in this palette. It's the first one I've hit pan on. We all have in every single one of our palettes those 1 or 2 shades that we've hit pan on first. So doing the same thing on the other eye, starting in the middle of the crease and bringing it to the outer with soft circular motions. And going back and forth, building up and blending out as I see fit. And just blending Love smoothly into Soul. And taking my JH32 brush, which is my transition blender, and just going in with a clean brush in between Soul and Love to ensure that they're blended well. Coming in with my GH42 brush and dipping into the color Base. That's right here in the corner of the Norvina palette. I'm coming in with it right at the brow bone, at the arch, and bringing it to the outer edge. And then taking my GH40, my favorite blender brush, precision blender, and just blending it in a little more with love and soul. Are you hearing the colors of this, y'all? I mean, real sort of fairy tale, nostalgic type of vibe. Let's go in with a little more on the left eye. Remember, that's, like I said in my last video, that's what makeup is, right? Blending and going back in and blending and going back in. So you have to always have a little bit of patience to get it look where you want it to be. So you're seeing right here a seamless blend between Soul on the inner and Love on the outer. This color, Royalty, with my GH33 brush. You can tell how obsessed I am with Jaclyn Hill. I have not only her OG palette, I have her full master brush set. Packing it onto the very outer crease and onto the lid. And doing the same thing on the other side. I'm just using packing motion. Of course, because of the shape of my eye, tilting my head back to get really into the crease. Taking my GH34 crease brush and dipping back into the Norvina palette in Love and going 50% over the purple from Jaclyn Hill and 50% above and just blending it in more. And for anyone who's interested in getting the Norvina palette in Trinidad, I got mine, of course, in Jaclyn. They have 2 locations, one in Woodbrook Place and the other in Trinity Mall. I really felt that the color Love got a bit lost when I added the Royalty color. Now a little bit of base back into the brow bone. And blending it in with my clean GH40 brush. So taking my e.l.f. concealer brush to apply my NYX glitter primer, I'll be making a half cut crease. I mean, guys, this look is just perfect for carnival. So what I will be doing right now is packing it along the lash line a little higher up. And then this is a really nice cheat that you can do to make the perfect cut crease so as to not cut your lid short. When you pack it on enough at this point, halfway through, halfway up, you look up, and where it touches, you begin to make the cut crease there. Right here you see like little spots of the NYX primer, and you just pack it on, pressing it into the shape. That complements the eye. I mean, I use this on clients as well, where I would pack on either the concealer or the primer, whichever I'm using on that day, and get the exact shape for the eye. And just because I want to keep it very sticky, I'll be going straight in, going into my Fenty Galaxy palette, going into this color here, Ultra Violet. There's a nice kind of purpley color right here. And after doing that, I'll be taking the Fenty Galaxy dual-ended brush and I'll be taking the fluffier side, dipping it into the color and just pressing it into that color, into the primer. Look at that payoff for that glitter, guys. It's perfect for carnival. And doing the same thing on the other eye. For anyone who wants the NYX glitter primer, it's available at Jaclyn. It's just $80 TTD, and it's 100% worth it. So before it's sold out before carnival, I strongly suggest you get in quickly and get it. It's really worth it. Look at the payoff, and this is just from one thin layer. So you got a perfect cut crease here. And dipping back into the color Soul in Norvina, just putting a little bit with my precision blender brush right on the inner crease, right above the glitter. And then wiping off in the brush cleaning pad and dipping back into Love with the same brush. And just going right above the crease in the inner corner. Then taking my JH41 brush and going into the Jaclyn Hill palette back into Royalty, just to put a little bit right underneath Love. Going back into my Norvina palette with the same JH41, going into the color Celestial. That's this really pretty shimmery purple, and lightly pressing, not rubbing, not in circular motion, just pressing, packing on slightly between Ultraviolet and Royalty. And just pressing, using pressing motions to blend it. And taking the JH39 brush, I'm going back into Ozone. And just dipping it lightly into the inner corner with tapping motions. And working it a little way into Ultraviolet. Taking one of my e.l.f. cleansing cloths and just cleaning up the fallout underneath the eye. And just giving a slight sharper shape to the outer edge of the eye. So taking my Tarte BB tinted primer in the shade Medium Tan, it has SPF 30 in it. As we all know, for carnival, that's pretty much direct sun for 2 days in Trinidad. So we'll need to use SPF to ensure that your skin stays healthy. Using just 1 drop so far, priming my face. My forehead is already primed. That's how I was able to do my brows before the eyes. And using my JH03 brush and blending it in. Those of you who would like to get one of these, they're available on Sephora website. Or those of you close to a Sephora, you can purchase it at the store. This particular primer can also be used as a primer and as a BB cream. On my last trip most recently to Curacao, I used it as a BB cream some days when I just wanted a lighter look. I'm going in with the NYX Pore Filler Primer right here in my spots where I think that my pores show up a little bit larger. And just pressing it into the skin. So you can see a clear difference on this side and on this side in the pores. So to add to the extra sun protection, I'll be going with the MAC Studio Fix Fluid, which has SPF 15 and NC 42. And of course, you shake it up, and I'll just be adding a little bit to my dish here. And just dabbing it onto the face and taking my favorite tool, the Beauty Blender, and just blending it out. And of course, blending it down the neck. This gel liner, actually, I got it from the Madame Mirage School of Cosmetology. Shout out to Aruna. It's just 120 TT, and you get 2 pots in here, 1 brown and 1 black. Today we'll be using the black to do our winged eyeliner. Taking my Morphe M250-O brush and dipping it into the black, we'll be doing the winged eyeliner today. Look at that, barely touching it, and it's just so creamy. Taking my Tarte Shape Tape, which is my usual holy grail, and highlighting. So we have a new team member joining us in the room today, Fareed, and Fareed is actually not very much into makeup, so he's now learning about highlighting and contouring. So Fareed, I hope this is very educational and not boring for you.
Can I say something? Yeah.
Of course, taking the concealer along the side of the nose just to begin that contouring. Taking it alongside the eye to clean up anything where just for this look, where the eyeshadow is past the wing. Today, I'll be using my Sacha Buttercup Setting Powder. You all even want to see what I just did. Using a little bit in the cap and taking my JH07 brush and just setting the under eyes. Quickly going over with the Beauty Blender to ensure that there is no creasing. Then going in with my JH01 brush and just doing a light dusting all over the face just to set. And of course powdering down the neck. A very, very thin layer. Keyword here being thin. Taking my JH05 brush and going into my contour powder. Of course starting high up right under the cheekbone and bringing that down to the pupil of the eye. Along the jawline. Contouring the chin. Just to accentuate that heart-shaped face that I have. Of course, around the forehead. Just to bring down the size of my forehead a little bit. I'm going in with my Morphe MO brush into the lightest contour shade in the palette to contour the nose. Then going with my Morphe M3 brush just to give the button nose effect and going into the lightest highlight shade in the palette. I'm taking my bronzer brush just to blend out any harsh contour lines. Going in with my Beauty Blender Power Pocket Puff and just reverse contouring now. Bringing it under the contour line to clear up any muddiness that may be up under here. And as usual, going over any spots that I would have had concealer, setting the smile lines under the eyes, of course the forehead, and peaking the brows too, because why not, right? We want them to last all day. And taking my Morphe MO brush and placing along the sides of the nose to finish, snatch the nose. And this is always such a cute look, right? Taking my Maybelline Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Pencil in the Polished Amethyst and going into the waterline with it. if you guys saw my last video, I will link it down below. My Valentine's video, I used this in a waterline as well. Like, not just this color, but this particular pencil from Maybelline is one of my favorites. And grabbing my JH38 brush and dipping it back into Silk Cream in the Jaclyn Hill palette, and just buffing it into the under of my eye. Just to create a soft color to blend in the rest of the colors under the eye. I'm taking my JH43 brush and just smudging out the liner into the underneath of the eye into Silk Cream. Going into my brush cleaning pad, swirling the brush in and dipping my same JH38 brush into the color Soul, and taking it on the outer corner of the lower lash line and just lightly smudging it in. I'm going back into my with my JH38 brush into my brush cleaning pad, going back into the color Love. Oh, and by the way, these are in the Norvina palette, and taking it into the inner underneath the eye. Do you see what I did there? I reversed what I did on top. On top I have Love on the outside, Soul on the inside. Underneath I have Love on the inside, Soul on the outside. Then just taking a little bit of Soul on my JH37 brush and just buffing between the two colors. And I think I want the polished amethyst to show up just a little bit more, so I'm going to go back in with it in the waterline. And from there, taking my JH01 powder brush and just dusting off the bake. And to go in closer under the eyes, using my JH07 under eye brush and dusting the bake away under the eye. Taking my Morphe MO brush and blending in my nose contour. Then taking my Sacha Fix It spray and beginning to set it all in. And taking my bronzer brush and dipping into my Nars Laguna bronzer and bringing some more warmth to the face. Now this is not contouring, bronzing, and contouring are completely different. You can use a really cool color to contour without turning yourself gray, and then bronzer just brings back some more warmth to the face. Of course, going in my second spray. I forgot my fan today, guys. I'm taking my beauty blender, just suppressing any little spit up from the spray nozzle. I'm grabbing my blush brush and going into my KKW Beauty blush in Luxe. This is actually from the Smokey Glam Bible. I will be doing a video on that very soon. I actually wore that for Valentine's Day. Oh, and this is going on the cheeks, of course, smiling to get the apples. I got a really sultry, beautiful, smoky look from it. I'll be doing a tutorial on that soon. Of course, blending it into the contour. Going in with, yes, you know it, guys, another spritz. And of course, going in the old-fashioned way and just giving yourself a little fun. Now, grabbing my JH09 brush and going into my right now favorite, well, one of my favorite highlighters, the ABH X Amrezy highlight. I mean, this is just, I mean, look at this, guys. The most beautiful highlight. Whenever you can, you need to get your hands on this. I got mine, of course, at Jaclyn, and this deserves a good swirl. Tap off the excess and going right on the high point of the face. I see a little bit of camel spit up right there and just tapping it in. Like the other day I used this on a client and she had this amazing strobe on her cheek on television without it looking like too much. It was just perfect. And taking my Morphe M3 brush and bringing it down the bridge of the nose and the center. Just tapping out to make sure I don't have the Rudolph look. Adding just a little bit more, because I mean with this highlighter more is more, right? I'm taking the same Morphe M3 brush and going over the Cupid's bow. So of course today for lashes, for the mascara I'll be using L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise in black. Of course coating the lashes. I always do this before mascara so that I could get any fallout from any of the eyeshadow off before I get my lashes on, so that my natural lashes blend with the falsies more. So taking the Andrea Brow Gel and setting my brows. Just to take any ashiness away from them. And this is of course a clear gel. And just so I made this little mistake right in the inner corner here with my mascara, I think it's dried now. I'll be taking my spoolie and just brushing it off. Brushing the dry mascara off. And today for my false lashes, I'll be using Lilly lashes in the style Miami. It's their, as far as I know, this is one of their most famous styles. And of course using my House of Lashes glue in the white, which dries down to clear. Of course giving it the 30 seconds to dry. Guys, I swear sometimes putting lashes on is like doing surgery. It's so precise. And then if you have really sensitive eyes like I do, keeping them open and wide for a long period of time could be a little uncomfortable. But as Madame Mirage always says, always keep your eyes open. It's when you start to close and start to blink and start to, you know, freak out, that's when problems happen. Putting on the other lash, quickly off camera. Lashes are on, eyes are finished, now on to lips, and of course I'll be going in with my Jeffree Star Velour lip scrub in my favorite flavor, which is chocolate covered strawberry. Getting the lips ready for lipstick, because right now they are crusty foundation and not cute at all. Of course this is edible, so it's like my little bit of sugar before carnival. I'll be wiping the rest of it off with a makeup wipe. Today for lip liner, I'll be going in with the Cara Mia lip liner in the shade Nutmeg. This is the lip liner that I mentioned in my first video, the Wet Fat video, that I said is just $8 and some cents in Pennywise and is very long wearing. And of course slightly overlining, just to give a fuller look. Then going in with my Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lip in the color Christmas Cookie. Just going with a second coat on the top lip. And while that dries down, I'm actually trying to decide how I should do my highlight. Should I do a highlighted middle lip with the Baddest Beige in Maybelline? This is actually recommended by Jaclyn Hill. It's one of her favorites, and I have to say I am living for it since I've gotten it. Or if I should go in with one of the Fenty Galaxy glosses, this is in the color Spacesuit. So guys, I think for today I'll go in with the Fenty gloss in Spacesuit. This is from the Galaxy collection. Has a really nice long doe foot, very flexible, and doesn't really have a very strong smell, but it has a nice light sweet smell. Oh yeah, this is what this needed. Nice glittery topper, perfect for carnival. So guys, this is the finished look. It's very purple, it's perfect for carnival, very glittery, very dramatic, perfect for any fete, or if you have a purple costume, because we all know distribution is starting this week and next week, and then the following week, Monday and Tuesday, we are on the road. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you learned something today, hope you had fun, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.